What's up guys, welcome to another JD show. Today we're going to talk about some new Tarmac Works releases with J.Collection and GLOBAL64. Yes, today it's all about GLOBAL64 and we got one J.Collection also here that we're gonna start with, I think. J.Collection Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR, the KPGC 110 or Kenmeri. Yeah, this is one of my, or is my favorite Nissan Skyline. And here you can see it is licensed by Nissan. Yes, everything under license. First of all, this is J.Collection and it is a pretty nice packaging here. To be careful again with the soft corners. But I also got something here to open it. So there you go, J.Collection. And here we have it. So it looks a bit high, I would say. Yeah, here underneath you can see something, I don't know, you can screw it to a base maybe, but this is a little bit disturbing, I would say. It's a bit too big. And for the stands here, I would say it looks a bit high. I don't know if that is really 1/64 scale height here, but it looks a bit high. Then we have side mirrors here made of plastic and painted in silver also. The car is rolling. It has a plastic base with a metal body. We have a lot of nice details here, especially in the back here with the license plate. It says 1977. And then here is a little, is that a scratch? Oh no, it was just, I don't know, some leftovers of the glue or anything. Yeah, the back looks pretty fine, pretty good here. Nice details. You can see the indicators. Also the license plate. Then we only have black steel rims. No hubcaps. The car is right-hand drive with a black interior. We also get some rubber tires on the rims here. And yeah, overall looks quite good. But here when you see these gaps here, and also if you can hear that, yeah, not the best quality. So this is not comparable to Mini GT, I would say, but very decent. Then okay, let's move on. Let's grab another JDM car. Here we have the first of the GLOBAL64 line for today. The Vertex Toyota Aristo, the JZS 161. Here we have that nice packaging again. When you open it, you can see the full car. So this time here in a silver, the first release of this one. This is a brand new tooling, I would say. This is a brand new car now for Tarmac. We haven't seen this one before, and I can't think about another brand doing this car. Yeah, this one here with the very nice rims. matching the body kit, the Vertex body kit. You can also see that here in the windshield. Black interior and right-hand drive as we are looking at this one. Then the side mirrors also again hard plastic, and yeah, they are already silver, so I don't know if there is also a silver paint. And then coming to the back here, very nice tail lights. It's looking pretty good. The exhaust, nah, it's not that good. You can see here one is a bit crooked here. It's leaning to the side. It's not really in place here, but maybe we can, yeah, just fixed it. Now this is way better. Yeah, the exhaust looking pretty good now. Overall, the back looks very nice. Yeah, this model features metal base. Yeah, it is pretty cold. This is metal body, metal base, and rear view mirror on the inside. You know, I love this detail. And rolling pretty good. And yeah, kinda light. But compared to the J.Collection, this one is heavier. But yeah, scale wise, look at how big the Kenmeri is. The Kenmeri has the same, not 100%, but nearly the same length. And it is actually higher. Yeah, I don't know about that. So yeah, let's stay with JDM. Let's have a look on the Lexus LS400. Again, here the soft corners. Gonna open it with a knife here. Yeah, that's better. I don't want to destroy the packaging. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is also the first release, and yeah, this one is a three-wheeling. This one is leaning to the side here. I don't know, but I think the axle got way too much space here. Yeah, definitely got some. I think it's not that bad, but yeah. This time here also in silver, some kind of silver with gray. I definitely got a problem with the axis. Look at this here. That's not so nice. We have black interior, right-hand drive. This time we also get some heating stripes here in the back. We also got a rear view mirror on the inside. We got some, yeah, just painted in black here, or printed in black here on top. There's, it's looking like a sunroof, supposed to look like a sunroof. Yeah, this time, I think this is a plastic base. And this one here is riveted. Usually Tarmac models are screwed together. Aha. Here J.Collection also rivets. So I don't know what company is doing this one, but this might be a J.Collection model, maybe, or a J.Collection tooling, or maybe an old IXO tooling. Not 100% sure, but you can see that here. The rivets and the plastic base. That's what I also mentioned before in some videos, that sometimes with GLOBAL64 you have metal body, metal base, but sometimes it is also a plastic base. So sometimes the quality is different. But yeah, let's check the front here. Very nice details, nice headlights, the grille, then also a Lexus license plate, then the back looking really good, very nice tail lights. But yeah, you can see here the problems with these axles, very wobbly. Yeah, I don't know, that is really not so nice. And it is also way lighter, way lighter, like this one. This one here is way heavier. Yeah, I don't need a roll test, you have already seen that. It is not rolling so nice. So yeah, let's talk about the Jon Sibal Designworks, the Nissan Skyline R32 Widebody. So this one here comes also with some Tarmac cards, and the R32, I think we've seen it a few times now. I think this is the color release number 6 already, I would say. We had the Advent, we had the purple one, we had the white Grady, and the Millennium Jade one, and then the anniversary one, and now HKS. Yeah, I will also make a reel or short where you can see all the R32 releases, and then you can decide which one you like the most. But yeah, let's talk about this one here. Now in the iconic HKS livery, looking pretty nice with the green, red, purple on a black body. That is really nice. I really do like the casting with that white body here. Then we have red side mirrors here on this one, also with some silver paint, black interior, right hand drive of course, and here metal body and metal base. And here we have green headlights, also with indicators, and in the back our tail lights. And yeah, they look pretty good, but they are very small, and here inside of the purple you can't really see it. That's really funny. We got a Jon Sibal license plate, starting number 87, and rolling very good. These Jon Sibal collaborations have been really good. You can see the base also. You can already tell that this is metal. Yeah, looking pretty nice here with the white rims, chrome on the outside. Pretty good. So let's check the Tarmac cards also. Here we have a regular card in some green here, R32 Jon Sibal. And here we have, yeah, what is this? Is this something special? I'm not sure. I have to check later if that is maybe special card, but not really a number on it. But this one looks pretty nice. Yeah, and I think the first cards here of the Jon Sibal R32. So let's check the last model. Here we have a Mercedes-Benz 190E from the DTM in 1988. Yeah, I really like this feature here. So this one here might be the same tooling as the Senna one we have seen recently. here with Hugo Boss on the side, starting number 44. This one here, of course, left-hand drive from Germany. Some very nice sponsors here, very nice taillights also, a small wing here. Then we have heating stripes in the back. We have a racing cage on the inside in black. We have black, yeah, like AMG rims here also. That's very nice, also with a decal on it. And then the front looks pretty different because this time we have a black grille. And also the little hood ornament here, the Mercedes star. You can see that here pretty good. And yeah, rolling. Oh, pretty good, okay, yeah. Freely rolling, you can see that here. And also metal base. Pretty nice here. Stiff side mirrors and silver paint on them. Yeah, and you can see both side mirrors same size. Yeah. And rearview mirror on the inside. Yeah, pretty nice one. So that's it for today. Yeah, just a short video here with a GLOBAL64 and one J.Collection. So which one is your favorite, guys? Let me know in the comments. What do you think about the Jon Sibal collaborations? What do you think about the quality of these ones? Which one is your favorite? And as always, guys, thanks for watching and have a great day.